Challenges! Bike vlog number 3.
Week number 3. Day number 69. All we're missing is just a bushy beard growing now, looking homeless.
Yeah,
Eyes twitching.
So after last week's weekend
Yep.
failed with bike not starting,
Let's try it.
we've got some news, revelations. It was this dude over there. It was starter motor. It was, well, it wasn't dead, it was almost dead, and then once they took it apart, because when we finished recording last time, and you seen the Paul coming, we sat for like 3-4 hours after that. No, it wasn't 4 hours, but it was like
about
3 hours.
3 hours.
Yeah, and we were troubleshooting everything: battery, cables, grounds, solenoid, starter motor, and they took that starter motor and they took it apart, and that's when it died.
Oh, it did turn over twice before it went kaput.
Yeah, so it was dying. They just helped it. Just put it to sleep. So I don't know what happened actually, because once we took it apart, it looked
fine inside.
But I don't have experience with starter motors to actually determine if it's okay or not. So
Know me.
well, it's dead now, so it doesn't matter, and we've got a new one, and it's cranking. It's cranking good.
Much better than last time.
Now that this is sorted, we just gonna do whatever we can from cosmetic side and bit of a cables for front, because there is no light and clocks. So we're gonna do a bracket now today. Then tomorrow we've got our spark plugs in the mail for a shop. So it's not gonna be in the mail, but it's gonna be in a shop. They're gonna be ready to collect, and we're gonna try to finally, well, make it unalived. We're gonna reverse unaliving.
But with a bit of luck.
Yeah, David, as a certified reverse engineer, he's gonna reverse unaliving.
Our English.
Okay, so let's start doing this shit. Day 3, and we've got some news and explanation to do, because we skipped day 2 almost completely since we had some issues.
Major issues.
We, as planned, tried to start the bike, hopefully, yesterday, but there was complications with carburetors not working, engine don't want to run properly. It barely started after 3 hours of fiddling with it, and then we end up just taking the carburetors out again.
Well, we had it running, but it ran for 3 to 5 seconds tops. Then it just died.
Yeah.
Then, well, you guys took the carbs out. We had it running, but it was all over the place.
Yeah, revs were going either to like 3,000 and above, or just die completely.
As soon as the choke went off,
Yeah.
it just died.
And we didn't know what the tubes are for. We discovered the cable, the ground cable for it that was hidden somewhere underneath. So if we wouldn't find it and we just let the bike run and let David ride it, it probably would short something or just break something. God
I reckon
knows.
it'd just get ripped off.
Probably, yeah.
Because it's attached to the bottom of the engine, going straight to the battery, the thin cable, which we kind of bypassed using the extension lead.
So it was quite a journey, and then we found out some tubes for the carbs were actually just breathing tubes. Another vacuum was just to let the fuel flow, so we just attached that, which we didn't have, so we had to make one.
Does it have to be on there?
Yes, okay. Otherwise you won't have fuel. The engine does not suck the fuel otherwise from the tank. It's a weird system. I never seen something like that. My dad didn't see something like that. This is the first time for us, but we managed to get it sorted now, and the bike is running as it should, I should say, but it still probably needs some tweaking. But it's alive. That's the main.
Should I show it?
What we're gonna show in the road.
I'm excited. I'm excited.
So it is running. It is fine. Now we just gonna finish off what we got on the bike. Like we're gonna prototype some panels for the front. It's not gonna be full cowl panels. It's just gonna be slight touches to hide some cables in front. We've got light and clocks mounted. That bracket is done after a very long and painful process of David fabricating.
Yeah.
Two pieces. Two pieces.
And 4 attempts.
Yeah.
We started doing it on Friday after finishing work. So we finished work, had 3-4 hours to ourselves, then we met up, and then I went from fabricating to fabricating again. Same with Adrian, he went from working with wires to more working with wires.
Yeah.
So our brains were shutting down, we didn't want to do it.
So we came from work to do some more work, yay!
Yep, we should have swapped over. Mm-hmm. You do fabricating, I do wiring.
Yeah. Well, either way, we've got carbureted sorted, and what happened was, in the set we bought, the repair kit, there was some differences, and those differences were big enough to mess up carburetors so bad that it just didn't run properly.
And you're talking, was it 0.5 millimeters?
Yeah, and there were two components. We used the old needles, which were fine because they were the old ones. We didn't use the new ones since we noticed that there is a difference in height. And there is those little screws, pilot jets, whatever they called, and another jets or whatever they called. And those two have a tiny little hole inside, and that hole was really, really small in the new kit, and in the old one was quite a bit bigger than the new set. And then we've noticed also that in the new set we had 2 different little pilot jets, if they called like that.
A screw with a hole.
Yeah, a screw with a hole. So the one had a cut all the way around, and the other one was smooth. And the one with the cut had a bigger hole than the one without, or with a groove, I should say. Yeah, so luckily it was only that was causing an issue. So instead of trying to figure out how to work that way with the new components, we just put the old components in, and everything worked fine from that point. Mm-hmm. And then we plugged in some clocks for carburetors to check the compressions and stuff. Not the compressions, the back pressure. No, I don't know how it's called. It's just pressure, right? So it just wobbles like this on the carburetors, and it shows you they all need to be the same, so it synchronized them correctly and stuff. But that was working fine. And then the needles went like this. Mm-hmm. But that's just how I thought, because we didn't install like little dampers, whatever they call, to
reduce the pressure.
Reduce, yeah. So the needles don't go like this; it just goes like this, and we can adjust all and synchronize them correctly. But that's done. And like I said, now it's just finishing touches, putting the tank back on the bike and the seat, and hiding all the cables, and that's it. And that's gonna be it for that vlog, I guess. We're just gonna do that now. So let's go. And we're done! The bike is running.
Finally.
Assembled. Fully. It's there. Right there. Wow. But tank on the top. And as I was going for a spin, I had a frighten of my life. Fright of my life. Because it died. It had a lack of power, and then it died. And then I realized it ran out of fuel.
Yeah, this bike doesn't have a fuel gauge, so I think that's going to be next thing I actually do on it.
Yeah, well, I luckily reserve. There is a knob, just twist it to reserve, and it's fine. Yeah, so that's it for now with the bike. This is the end temporarily, because
this is the end of part 3 of section 1.
Okay. The build is for now done.
The repair side is done.
Yes.
There we go.
We're not chopping the tail because there is no point right now. David will fabricate the panel right there for the nice light and nice locks. So all these will be covered there, and then cables. And cables will be inside of the panel. There will be side panel over there. But he's gonna do it off cameras in his work because it's easier and he got all the time in the world. After he do his license, MOT, and tax, and insurance, and have a ride on him.
So hopefully it was a 4 week, 3.5 weeks from today, I should have my license.
Yeah.
Should. Attempt number 2, but I am on a list for a cancellation as well. I got a minimum of
regardless, you're gonna have your license, then you can straight away just come in, even if it's raining. Nobody cares, you know.
No, I don't care. Weather doesn't bother me.
Well, I think it will with all those exposed connectors and stuff, but yeah.
Waterproof connectors.
That's it. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed our journey, and well, I hope you'll see us next time. And
I have one more thing to say before.
What?
Remember yesterday when we were fitting the carbs back in, where I rage quit? Whoever designed those stupid carbs, I hope your camel dies.
See you in the next one.